All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You are here this morning for the first appearance docket here in Hernando County. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested for. As you appear before me this morning, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. And that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pre-trial release which will be imposed upon you. I will determine this morning whether you'd like to hire a private attorney, whether you'd like to represent yourself, or whether you qualify for the Public Defender's Office. You have the right to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, I will appoint one for you today. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court this morning will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Elyard Randolph.
No.
Good morning, sir. Can I have your date of birth?
8/11/82.
Okay, you are here this morning for an aggravated battery on a pregnant female. I did find probable cause for your arrest. And you're also here for an aggravated domestic assault and tampering, harassing a victim. Or tampering, harassing a victim. Okay, so I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Did you want to represent yourself? You're going to hire somebody? You want the Public Defender's Office? I didn't understand what you said. Say it again. Don't go so close to the microphone. Did you want the public defender?
Is the thing not working? It's not working.
No, it's not working, guys. I can't hear anything. I don't have sound. Try that again. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Now we got you. All right, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office in both of your cases. Did I see a couple dropped batteries in the past couple of years?
He did have a drop battery with this same victim earlier this year that I handled. He has a pretty terrible criminal history. We have in '99, he was sent to prison for 4.5 years on a sexual battery that qualifies him as an SVP. In '05, he went back to prison for failure to register. In 2006, he got out and went back to prison for 5 more years on sale of cocaine within 1,000 feet, possession of cocaine, sale of cocaine, and possession of cocaine, and dealing in stolen property. And then he got a 10-year hit for DOC for robbery with a firearm and grand theft auto. And then when he got out, he went back to prison for 3 more years for cutting off his GPS and damaging the monitoring system. And since he got out, he does have the recent domestic arrest with the same victim.
Yeah, okay. When was that arrest?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I just know that I handled it in the last couple months.
Okay, that's the dropped one. But he was
Yes.
in custody for something else. Can the jail tell me, has he been served on the warrant in 2018 MM 581? If you guys are answering me, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
He had a parole violation.
Ma'am, we don't have any of that information in front of us right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. That's the wrong case number. Here's the case number. It's a CS case.
He has a parole violation from January, Your Honor. Is that what we're looking
It's 18 CS 845, aggravated battery on a pregnant female. When?
First appearance on that this weekend.
That was over the weekend, so he's been served on that. Okay. Can you tell me what the bond on that is? Did they stay at 5 or did it go? They left it at 5. Okay. All right. Mr. Randolph, I have an address for you on Brandonton Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there? All right. Do you have a job? I'm having trouble with the audio today. Okay. Let's sit down. All right, with regard to the aggravated battery on a pregnant female, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the victim, Ms. Thomas, in that case. Do not call her, do not write her, do not email her, do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. If you see her out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If she calls you, you should hang up the phone. If you have any contact with Ms. Thomas whatsoever while this case is pending, you could be rearrested on another charge and held without bond. Do you understand that?
No.
Okay. In that case. For the aggravated assault, I'm going to set your bond at $20,000. And for the tampering, I'm going to set your bond at $20,000. I'm also going to order the no contact and hold till 4 on both of those. We're going to see you back on all of these cases. I've pointed to the public defender and everything. We're going to see you back on June 12th at 9 a.m. Someone from the public defender's office will reach out to you shortly, okay? Charlotte Joseph. Can I have your date of birth?
9/30/85.
All right, get a little bit closer to the microphone. I can't hear you.
9/30/85.
All right. You're here because you have not been able to pay your child support, or willfully not paid it, it looks like. You were in a court hearing a short while ago in which they determined that you have the ability to pay and you refused to pay it. So why is that?
I lost my job in between then, so I wasn't able to pay it.
Okay, I need to go. I can't hear you. Speak up a little bit louder.
I lost my job in between that time, and I wasn't able to pay it.
Okay, when did you lose your job?
It was like the first week of March.
What kind of work did you do?
I worked at Sally's Beauty Supply.
And you haven't been able to find a job since then?
No, ma'am.
Are you able to work?
Yes.
How many places have you applied to?
At least 5.
Uh-huh. So 5 places in 3 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. How much money can you come up with in order to get out of jail today?
I can at least come up with $200.
Where are you going to get that money from?
My dad would let me borrow it.
Who do you live with?
My mom and my kids that I'm on child support for.
Okay, I'm going to find that you have the ability to pay child support because you have the ability to get a job. During the period of non-payment, you've been able-bodied and able to get a job. So I'm going to find you in willful contempt, that you have the ability to pay a purge, that you're going to be incarcerated in the Hernando County Jail for 10 days, or until you pay $200. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you get someone to come up with $200, you can get out of jail. And you're going to keep having to go through this until you start paying your child support or do some type of modification with the child support enforcement and reflecting what you can pay, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Devin Kodik.
Morning, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
2/4/1983.
Okay. You're here today for a trespass. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
Yes, please.
All right. Is it prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. He has a 2 petty thefts in 2017 out of Pennsylvania. He is a assault, they'd be the equivalent of batteries and possession out of New Jersey. He was a little older, but then this is his third arrest this year with us. He has a 2018 petty theft with us where he did 21 days and a 2018 trespass that he was time served on. So this is his third one in like 3 months.
All right. Mr. Kodak, I don't have an address for you. Do you have an address in Hernando County?
Right now I'm using my mother-in-law's where I was trespassed at.
Okay, so that's obviously not going to be your address, so we'll say that you don't have one because you're not going back there.
No.
And I assume you don't have a job as well?
No.
All right.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, if you want to take care of this case today, I'll give you 30 days in the Hernando County Jail. I'll give you credit for 2.
That's fine.
Okay, I can't hear you. Step closer.
I said yes, that's fine.
You'll take the 30 days? Okay. Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all those
Yes.
rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes.
Okay, with regard to this trespass charge, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea no contest. I find this freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 30 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You'll have fines and court costs assessed against you of $503. I won't appoint the public defender, so he doesn't have to pay the public defender fee. But you do have to pay the cost of incarceration. You need to make your way down to the clerk of court when you have the ability to pay, make payment arrangements for all of those things, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sonny Ginberg.
Morning, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
9/11/95.
Okay. You are here today for neglect of a child without great bodily harm and possession of marijuana. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State for record.
There's no history, Your Honor.
Okay. I have an address for you on Crystal Brook Circle in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
I've been there since November of last year.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I do air conditioning.
Okay. Is that full time?
Yes, ma'am. 5 days a week.
All right. So the bond account number 1 at 1,000. The bond account number 2 at 500. We're going to see you back to court on June 12th at 9 o'clock. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Did I get? Oh, I have it. Thank you. Oh, did I accidentally give that to you? Vincent Brachisia? I don't know. Brachika? How do you say your last name?
Sika, ma'am.
Brachika. Okay.
Sika.
Got it. All right. You are here today for domestic battery. What is your date of birth?
1/18/70.
Perfect. Okay. You're here for domestic battery. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, I already was arrested for this. I don't understand why they picked me up yesterday.
Okay. Well, it's based on a warrant signed on May 11th. When do you allege that you were arrested on this?
Maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I'd already been out. I was at my parents' house yesterday when this happened. I was already out working. We had already had the first appearance where she was allowed to drop. She already dropped the one that she could voluntarily drop so that I could see my daughter. And I'd already gotten to see my daughter, and I don't understand what the one was that I got picked up on for yesterday. We're just trying to
Are you
get this
flexing out
all
the
over
case?
with.
Hold on 1
I'm
second.
sorry. He's referencing, he has 2 felony cases that are set for court this week, 2018 CF 863 and 2018 CF 862. Those appear to be different. This looks like this one's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, the date of offense on these other ones is April 21st, and you're scheduled for an arraignment on May 15th for those. The date of offense on this one is April 14th. So Something else happened on April 14th. The other ones that you have a pending charge for is April 21st.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
understand
so
what
there's,
that.
well, what the allegation is that you committed another crime previous to what you've been charged with a week before that on April 14th. That's what this case is about.
It's some previous. All right.
Yes. And the name of the victim is Emily May. I don't know if that's the same victim in your other cases, but that's what this case is, okay? So I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you live on Dolphin Ave in Spring Hill?
Well, that's where, until we could be back together, that's where I stay at my parents' on.
Okay, what address are you at?
3543 Dolphin Ave in Spring Hill.
Okay, so that is where you're living.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
Well, I've lived there now like the past month. We all used to live there.
Do you have a
originally
job?
in Florida. Yes, I do, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I've been driving for Lyft.
Okay. Is that full time?
Yes, I've been doing it every day, especially since I can't be with them. I normally
Okay.
drive her up
Hey,
our daughters.
you're
so
saying
I've
a lot. You're from New York, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
New Yorkers always want to give me a lot more information than I need. All right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Emily May. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email. If you see her out somewhere, you should turn around and go the other way. If she calls you, you should hang up the phone. You have absolutely no contact with her whatsoever. If you have any contact with Emily while this case is pending, you'll be charged with another crime and you'll held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file an injunction against you. I don't know if there already is one or not, but the statute says to hold you till 4. I'm going to hold you till 4. So I'm going to set your bond on this case at $10,000, and we're going to see you back. Any objection we put it back on the 15th with all those other cases for right now?
I think this is a misdemeanor and those are felonies.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So this case is going to be on June 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Ma'am, we paid $1,000 bond. I don't think we'll be able to make another $1,000.
Okay. Well, I've appointed the public defender's office. If there's any objection to the bond or anything that they can do to lower it, they can file a motion, okay?
That's fine.
All right. Thank you. Megan Borchers. Hi, Ms. Borchers. Can I have your date of birth?
1286.
Okay. You are here this morning because you have a possession of paraphernalia and a driving on a suspended driver's license. So it looks like a second or subsequent offense, and they added you on this docket today because they said you wanted to take care of your case today. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Okay. What is the negotiated disposition?
She has 36 days time served.
Okay. Do you want to take care of your case today, Ms. Borchers, for time served disposition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that by giving up your right to, that by taking this plea today, you're giving up a right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up a right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your behalf, and you're giving up a right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes.
Okay, with regard to this possession of paraphernalia and driving a suspended driver's license, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
I accept your plea no contest. I find this freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, send you to 36 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 36 days that you have in. You'll have fines and court costs of about $606 that you need to pay when you get out, okay? You need to come down to the clerk of court and make payment arrangements for those things. I'm also going to order, the public defender was appointed on that case, right? Yes. The public defender fee and the cost of incarceration will all be assessed against you, okay? Actually, she had a pending felony. Did she get cost of incarceration in the felony? I think so.
I would assume that she did.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to order the cost of incarceration in this case, okay? That should do it, ma'am. Good luck. Daniel McKenna? Mr. McKenna, can I have your date of birth?
6/25/1960.
Okay. You are here for case number 2017 CT 43245. You're charged with a DUI and no valid driver's license. It's my understanding they added you on the docket this morning because you wanted to take care of your case today. Is that your understanding as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the negotiated disposition?
Time served in D6. It looks like he has 89 days.
And this one's a violation.
Oh, it's a violation of probation?
Correct.
Okay.
So it'd be an unsuccessful termination as well. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Yep, that's good. All right. Mr. McKenna, you understand that by taking a plea, or that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up your right to have a hearing on that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up rights to call witnesses at that hearing and confront witnesses at that hearing. Do you want to give up all those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regard to the violation of probation in this case, do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes, ma'am.
I accept your admission. I find this freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, revoke and terminate your probation as unsuccessful. We're going to give you 89 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 89 days that you have in. You'll have $50 cost of prosecution, the public defender fee, and the cost of incarceration assessed against you, as well as we need to D6 all of the conditions of the DUI probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
When you do get out, you want to make your way down to the clerk of court, make payment arrangements for all of those things, and that should do it. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Did I get everyone at the jail?